with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Move. Snickers. Now spin. Got four now. Hey. Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and it. Complete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. He's coming. Snickers.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And 9 at the 24-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready? 180. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. No spacing. Motion me out.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Oh, That looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Raven first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6-0 our score after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October of 2014 was kind to Big Ben. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
30.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Better free. I'm letting you know.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there. And I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
50. Lucky. Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second and a couple. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go!
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 31, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
6 guys.
At the
Check 6
41-yard
guys.
line.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now it's Jackson. Past the 20. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check safety. Check safety.
So this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Rapid. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Connor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Out, out. Let's go. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Connor looking for space. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Like 80. Check 41. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I smell fear in that offense. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check, 48's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Alert, alert. Check 13. Check 13.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going for it. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. He's got double up. Alert 3.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Ingram. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ingram again, a first down carry. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks